everyone, this is Greyshot17.
And Greyshot151 here.
And this is like 3 or 4 months late this
Yeah,
point.
this is a few months late.
But it's not because it's just we kept forgetting about it.
Pretty much.
And then I found the list. I'm like, oh shit, we forgot this.
Yeah, it's essentially our annual tradition of re-review movies, or top 10 games, movies, and TV shows.
Games we didn't watch enough of, movies we did.
Games we didn't watch enough of. You mean played enough of?
Played enough. I'm that tired. And I'm about to go to work for 12 hours. Yay!
Also, yeah, so without further delay, our top 10 series of 2017, along with...
It had to have ended in 2017.
Yes. It had to have ended in 2017. It could, if it started and continued in 2018, doesn't count. Also, we do have a few honorable mentions. So
yes.
First up on the honorable mentions is...
Last Week Tonight with John Oliver.
Always a great show.
That is just simply
informative, hilarious.
Yeah.
He bought a statue. He whacked statues, for God's sakes.
Presidents no one cared about.
Yeah.
He did something with them. It's, again, just genuinely great and also heartwarming at the same time.
Exactly. He does a lot of good content. Especially the one that he just did something recently in regards to, he made a book about a gay bunny. Just rub one in, or just
Mike Pence face.
Yeah, rub one on. I cannot speak. Yeah, to make fun of Mike Pence's rabbit book. And yeah, now he's demolishing in sales because they didn't expect it to sell as well.
Yeah, now also Ruby.
He was actually promoting it on Ellen.
Ruby, honorable mention.
Yeah, good season 4. But...
5.
Oh, right, 5, sorry.
5 finished.
It was a great for season...
No, it was season 4. I'm messing with you.
Sorry, Tally is currently going after your pen, so I think she wants to change the list. But, no, yeah, season 5...
4. I'm messing with you. It was 4. 5 ended this year.
Okay, yeah. Okay, stop it. 4 was good. A lot of good character development, some good action scenes. But yeah, nothing... It wasn't as good as 3, so it didn't make the list.
Made in Abyss and Recreators.
Yeah, Made in Abyss was yours. Recreators was mine. I love the action. I like the characters. It was great.
Look, for entertainment value, Recreators was more enjoyable. For a goddamn heart attack or like just emotional resonance,
Made in
Abyss. Oh my god. That crushed me.
Yeah, so those are kind of combined. Reminds me of what we did with like a few years ago.
Oh, and American Vandal, honorable mention as well.
Oh, yeah.
With also Mystery Science Theater 3000. Both, I'm glad they came back. Both are very interesting. One takes a documentary route and just makes fun of it so well.
And then one takes something horrible but was taken seriously and then makes fun of it so well.
Yes.
So, personal favorite was the Young Gary episode because giant monsters, or making fun of giant monsters is always a blast.
How could you mess with that up? I mean, it's just, it's great.
Perfection.
Another honorable mention we have is Turn, this historical drama which actually finished up its run, and now they're focusing on a new show called Terror, which right now I'm enjoying. It's really, really good. I really enjoyed the finale. I know it's not entirely historically accurate, but that being said, I do like a lot of the characters. And I think it did end well for that show, which is why they ended it as high as they could, and I am very glad they did that. And they actually got some larger scale battles with like the final battle of the war, one of the final battles of the war and everything with Yorktown and everything. So very happy about that.
Yeah, I'm looking at my show notes, and you know what? It was in our schedule to forget about talking about this show and you editing this part back in. So... yeah. Again, why it's an honorable mention.
So number 10, this is based on our personal favorites. If you don't like it, whatever. Orville. I really
enjoyed this show.
Oh my god.
It was funny.
It got better and better.
It had good drama.
Yes.
It was
it had good characters that you actually like got invested in. And I'm just like, I didn't expect that. I started watching Discovery, and I need to go back to Discovery to be honest. It did end this year, so maybe I'll put that on the list for this year. But that being said,
my biggest problem was it looked good. But
it looks great, but I don't know.
I just didn't care for it.
Yeah.
Nothing interested in me. It's just so bland. It just felt devoid, kind of.
If I want to watch a kind of like a realistic, gritty science fiction Battlestar Galactica, I would watch before I would watch.
Whereas the Orville is,
yeah.
Not only does it talk about some great points,
yes.
like about which was the original thing of Star Trek. It was the whole point of taking a concept, applying it to why do we consider this good or bad, and explaining it in a sci-fi setting, which was super cool.
But also,
and this one, it's so colorful. it pops.
Some of the designs I don't like. Like for example, the robot character. I think that the shining eyes stuff, like his design's a little off.
He's a robot.
But that being said, I like his character because like him learning to tell a joke had me
one of the
busting
funniest.
a gut when it's like, you took my leg.
While on the same note,
darker. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Like when they infiltrate the ship as the enemy, like that actually gives a very interesting point on,
or the view of
the
religion.
Yeah,
That's
so good.
Yeah.
All like the episodes know when to be. Also, the action. There's one episode in particular where they pull a space maneuver.
Yeah.
That I was like,
bravo.
On a TV budget.
Yeah.
That was pretty epic. I
Yeah.
will say that was really, really epic.
So once again, I have to give credit where credit's due. So it did a good job, and it keeping my attention more than the higher budget, higher tier stuff. Although Lost in Space, let's see how that does.
Yeah, fingers crossed it's good.
Oh god, that looks good as well. So our number 9 is Castlevania. This is a 4-part Netflix show.
Yeah, this was something totally unexpected. The best series, or the series you don't expect?
Netflix is great. Though it's like, here you go, and I look, I'm like, what's this American Vandal? And I couldn't stop laughing.
Or Castlevania, where you actually have a super compelling villain and a great anti-hero.
Yes.
And cool story. I wasn't the biggest fan of the ending, which is kind
Yeah.
of why I kind of kept this lower on the list.
But that first episode
but
is easily one of my favorite pilots of all time.
Yeah, and I'm so stoked for
It
what
is
they do.
so good.
It really just feels like a movie that
Yeah.
they put together. But
Oh, and it's bloody. Like I like that because you're like, oh, this is gonna be a typical like.
nope, it gets dark real quick.
Yeah, and I really enjoyed that. Also, the opening is fantastic, and the animation's gorgeous. So again,
The action in particular is just so smooth and so flawless. It's
Yes.
great. Next one, right, number 8, we have the
Punisher.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's just really, really good.
where the Defenders may have not gone as high as I wanted it to go.
Yeah, it was.
Punisher was like, John Berthel's like, hold my beer. Let me. It's like,
Let me show you how it's
Let me
done.
show you how this is done.
Yeah, it's a really good show.
I
Some great
will.
action. The main Punisher is very much a traumatic person, and
Yes.
the dark reflections.
He's so flawed, and he feels like he could snap any moment, but you just want to give him a hug.
Yeah.
It's like,
No, that is not what you want to do.
okay, I'm messing with you. I
No,
mean,
you want to stay far away from this guy at all times. But no, the John Berthal, great actor,
Yeah.
pulls Punisher off fantastically, and the story was actually pretty compelling as well.
Yeah.
I gotta say,
like,
there was never
I'm sorry for you.
there was never a dull episode for me. Like
Yeah.
I always wanted to know more.
A lot of Netflix shows, there's a couple episodes where they slow down.
Well, Jessica Jones, it's
Jessica Jones season
I'm
2
right now
is doing that.
is
except for the
so
beginning, not later.
so slow, and the beginning in Jessica Jones the original was so captivating with
Yeah.
what happens, and then you see basically similar notes happen.
I don't care about
but
the Wiz.
No one cares about the Wiz.
But yeah, this show, especially its finale, was great. It was so good, and
Yep.
I'm very interested to see what they do next for the character. Number 7 was a series of unfortunate events.
Again,
this-
a show you did not
unexpected.
expect. Yeah.
I'm like, I like Patrick Harris. I think that could be good.
Yeah, Neil Patrick Harris as what's the guy's name? Just the evil actor guy. He was played by Jim Carrey.
Yes.
The Scrooge-looking guy. He's
Yes.
hilarious as the role. The kids are great in their respective roles. It's funny. It's dark. It's memorable. It's
Oh, and you think
a
like,
series you want to see.
and he keeps making fun of itself. Like, we're very dark. I'm like, oh, that's funny. This isn't that bad. I'm like, oh, here come the I see what you did. Oh. And I like how they kept telling, it's like, we told you this was gonna end well. I'm like, yeah, but I was hoping.
See, you threw us in with the jokes, and we thought, that's a joke too. It's like, no.
Yeah, no, you're not joking here. You're not joking. Oh god.
But yeah, excited to see when that comes out.
Yep. Or actually, season 2 just came out, so I'm very happy about
Well,
that.
I know what's gonna make it for 2018. Hopefully.
You know what's not coming out 2018 or 2019?
What?
Rick and Morty, number 6.
Rick and Morty season 3.
No,
Season 2. This is season 2, right?
No, this is season 3.
Is this season 3?
Yes. This is season 3, not season 2. Because
I'm forgetting. Oh, right, yeah. You make.
Because there was the April Fool's episode last
Again,
year and everything else that came
Rick and
out.
Morty is a fantastic show. It's hilarious.
My
standouts are Epic, or Pickle Rick, and probably the Adventures of on the Citadel.
Yep. Those were 2 highlights
Tales
for
from
me.
the Citadel.
Tales from Citadel. Those were the 2 major highlights. I love those episodes. They were so good.
Um,
Because
Yeah.
and I love how how amazing this universe
Or
is.
just the opening. The
Yeah.
opening as well. It's like every 3 episodes they had something fantastic. They just didn't end it well because apparently it was supposed to be a 14-episode run and they got down to 10 episodes. So I'm hoping. Listen, if they just do one more season of Rick and Morty and just wrap everything up, I'd be like, fine with me. This is a fantastic series. Just end it on a high note.
Yeah.
We just want to see. I just want to see Evil Morty die. I want to see what
I
happens.
want to see Evil Morty not maybe die, but like his origin, like what's going on with
Oh,
him.
I think people know the origin, but I the other thing I want to see is I want to see Phoenix Person
Yes.
come back, and I want to see just how all that craziness resolves.
And also want to see if Beth and Jerry still stay together. Also, Jerry, the parts he was in, just
Jerry's always funny. He's so sad.
The whole
but
part
it's so
with him
funny.
at the theme park, I'm like, okay, they know what they're doing. They brought back Jerry because they're like, we miss this guy. We're gonna bring him back. Him with the ET too. It's like, where's the alien? What alien? They go to his car, open the door, it's dead. It's like, oh. But in any case, at number 5, we have 13 Reasons Why. Did you ever watch this?
Nope.
I fought. I'm just watching it because we talked about this months ago. I fought so hard to put this up to this because you're like, it's just like teenage drama. Like,
No. Listen, I never watched it, but I was like, I fought hard because everything above it is so damn good.
Yeah.
So you fighting so hard for it was like, okay, this has to be a pretty good show if you're fighting that hard.
And you're wondering like, oh, this is just a mopey kid drama. It's like, to be fair, my one gripe is the kid takes days to listen to these tapes, where in the book it's one night. But it's so good in how it portrays it because just like a series of unfortunate events, you think you know how this is gonna go, but you know how this is gonna go, but you just want things to be different. You are hoping to God that something else is gonna happen, and when it finally does happen, you're just like.
It's like it's like when I listen to a few historical battles in regards to like final last stands of like, or in regards to like, Allied troops fighting onto the last or like something like that. It's like, and it's like there was a breakthrough moment and they had a chance. And I'm like, is it actually gonna happen? And it's like no.
Yeah.
It's like no. The enemy defeats them, but they it's like the Alamo.
Oh.
It's like I didn't realize when I watched the movie that Davy Crockett died. I completely didn't. I didn't realize Davy Crockett was there. I was like, wait a minute, Davy Crockett died there? No, wait, he'll live. He can make. No, everyone dies. It's like,
all right, so we are now at number 4, and it's My Hero Academia.
God damn, this show was good. This show was
when
better
someone told me it was One Punch Man, but everyone's in high school, I'm like, I don't want to watch that show. And then when season 2 came out, I'm like, I still don't want to watch it. And then I heard season 3 is coming, and you recommended. I'm like, fine, I'll watch it. And I binged it in like 2 days.
Yeah, this show is damn good. This was a show that I saw season 1, and season 1 was good. It wasn't great.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a great show by any means. It had a lot of problems, and it was very much standard.
Yeah.
But season 2
had potential.
Season 2 is very much the Avatar season 1 to Avatar season 2.
Yes.
That kind of not the quality. Like in regards to like it getting darker, it's more there's a lot more emotion to it, there's a lot more plot to it. You
get more character development from all the side characters.
Exactly.
Like they add more and they flesh out a lot more with that.
Yeah, and the action is taken up a notch.
Yep.
The animation's taken up a notch.
Versus Stain, the battles, the battle tournament, the whole sports tournament.
There was a guy who was basically looking at like it was the Crunchyroll Anime Awards or something like that, and he's like, well, this is just unfair. My Hero Academia has 2 slots. It's basically fighting itself for number 1.
Yeah, and you know what? It should, because literally, like, the 3 fights, and for in the last one, I would say the final like teacher fights.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could easily put one of those major fights easily on the list, and but no, it has 2. It's like when Giant Bomb was like the top 10 moments in 2017. They're like, we have to make a category for Wolfenstein 2 because it's gonna take the whole list.
Last thing I will say about this series, and more so than mostly everything else on this list.
Yeah.
Except for maybe Rick and Morty with the Evil Morty theme.
Yeah.
This show's soundtrack is fantastic.
Yep.
It is absolutely fantastic, and it will get stuck in your head for every single moment. Both quiet and exhilarating moments.
I would say there's definitely a soundtrack that I remember a lot more.
Which is?
Stranger Things.
Oh my god,
Stranger
so
Things,
good.
Season 2 is number 3, and this was hard for us because it was this and number 2 were the ones that kept going back.
They were neck and neck, and what really brought this down was one episode, which kind of felt distracted from the other.
Number 7, I think.
That and the fact that there were a few more things that kind of were a little nitpicky on this. This had a better ending than season 1, but it still felt a little meh.
Season 1's ending I enjoyed because they closed it just in case they knew they couldn't come back. This they know they're getting a 3rd season. They know, so they're. I also like
2 more seasons, I think.
Yeah, I also like the villain of this because it's not something where they can easily defeat. It's a thinking being, so it's the mastermind. So I'm very curious to see.
It's a hive mind.
I want to see what it is planning, and I love the fact it's literally a giant monster.
I also like the fact that this thing planned and was basically a part 2 to part 1, because people were like, how do you follow part 1? And they figured out a way to
alien to aliens. That's how.
Yeah, they figured out a way to naturally progress it, and it totally
have a motion sensor sequence, and it is awesome.
It is. It's really good.
The final episode 8 on the attack on the observatory is
great.
Oh my god. And it's probably the darkest episode of the entire series, but I enjoyed it. That being said, number 2, Game of Thrones.
Yeah, Game of Thrones. Many people were like, oh my god, it's too fast or whatnot. It's like, fine by me.
Yeah, fine.
Shit got done. Yeah. Action hit the fan, or shit hit the fan. Dragons burned everything to the ground.
There is a shot, literally. Okay, so I had a rough day at work, and I watched this in Pickle Rick back to back, and I made my night. Like, episode 4... with the dragon attack,
carpet bomb,
and then that I'm literally sitting around that. I think it's like December. I think I was watching this, and it just was like, yes, it was so good.
Game of Thrones. Wait, what?
Wait, not December. Sorry, it was the middle. Middle of the summer. Summer. I'm thinking of summer. I was thinking I was back there in December, but it was in the middle of.
Summer. Dragon carpet bomb. Favorite moment of the entire
because it looks like Ghidorah. It looks like literally. It's like that sequence. I'm like, that could be the change out for Ghidorah, and the effects are amazing. The battle sequences are great. I would say probably the least favorite one was actually the naval one. Probably the
naval. It was good. It was
good. It's just I didn't care for it as much because it just.
Also, the final battle on the ice. With Jon Snow.
I love that. I know people were like, oh, it doesn't make sense the dragon couldn't get... It's like, I don't care. I'm sorry. I want to see dragons kill White Walkers.
Yeah.
And it worked out so well. And I'm like, yes, burn them all. And then you see the dragon die, and you're like, no!
And that ending is just so impactful. It's great.
The bring down the wall with the zombie dragon, I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Bring it down. Bring it all down.
If you... Plot holes is episode 6. Yes, there's plenty of plot holes in that. But that being...
I don't care.
I don't care. It's still so good, and the acting is amazing for all the cast, and you get to see new... different dynamics. The fact that, again, the final episode with Lord Baelish technique, I love that actor. He's really good. But just overall, I'm like, great job, guys.
Yep. But yeah, so you're probably asking yourself, what could possibly be Game of Thrones? And the answer is
Samurai Jack.
Man named Jack.
Yep.
Samurai Jack.
Yep.
Samurai Jack came back in 2017. And
there was a lot of expectations.
There were massive expectations. And while I will say the first 5, maybe 6 episodes are far stronger than the final 4.
I say the final probably 3 are probably like the weakest because him like on his spiritual journey and stuff like that's still up there.
Yeah.
And it's visually, I know it's like, oh, it's like a mixture of flash animation. I don't care. They make it look amazing. They have gorgeous backdrops. They have...
It works.
It's widescreen now instead of 4:3, so they have more to do. They have more screen, and they use it to its full effect.
The final battle with Aku is amazing. Both characters are so well fleshed out.
And also, I should probably say the voice actor they got for Aku, that could have ended badly. Like, they were... since Mako's passing over a decade ago... They were struggling to find an actor, but they got someone who
they got his understudy. Yeah, they got his understudy who did the exact same thing in Avatar. And to be fair, he does. I think the final episodes definitely work better because he can emote more.
Yes,
but with what he does, it really works.
The episode 2 where literally it's him talking to himself.
Like, it's so funny.
That was like. I'm worried about Aku, and then they do that. I'm like, never mind, I'm good. They got Aku. It's fine.
Also, it's hilarious because Aku. Literally, if he would have just gave an ounce of effort, could have won.
Yeah.
The entire beginning of the show. Like, basically, Jack has...
bored.
Jack leaves, and Aku's like,
all right.
I'm just going to ignore you. And he just ignores him. The entire time he's ignoring him, Jack is defenseless. He can't do anything, but it's just like, the moment he comes back, he gets the sword back. It's like, well done, Aku. You proved yourself. You are an incompetent overlord.
And I like how the entire time the assassin's trying to get back and tell Aku he doesn't have a sword. He finally gets to Aku with only a head. And he's like, Aku, Samurai Jack doesn't have a sword. And literally Aku's like, really? And it's like,
we need to go check this out.
You see like the life come back to Aku and he's like, I can do this. And he comes back so proud. And then Jack has a sword. He's like, Bye.
I'm just gonna leave you now.
I'm
chill.
Gonna go. Wait, what's that? But yeah, this whole
this whole season,
daughter of Aku could have been really bad.
But she's trying to be one of the best characters of the show. Yeah. I will say that she's like, this could have been so bad, but they made her a great character.
Yeah.
I will still say the ending of it
was rushed. I think one more episode would have been better.
Yeah,
just one.
It very much felt like 9 was kind of should have been like the one beforehand should have been spaced into 2 parts.
Yeah. Episode like extra 10 minutes. But that being said, the final shot of the series, and I do think that I like the idea. This wasn't a perfect. There had to have been consequence, and I like that. The fact that it didn't end with him getting what he wanted, because that's not how it works.
For him, the whole goal was to stop Aku, and he paid the sacrifice for it. And the ending visual, the ending shot, is very touching, and it's very warning. Is he got the greatest thing he ever wanted, but he also lost the one thing he wanted too. Yeah. Well, maybe one of the things
he lost all the connections that he
gained protected. It's very much you establish all these connections, you saved all these people, and in the end you killed them all, but you also saved them from the horrendous lives they would have had because of all the hope that you filled them with, which I think is a great I think it was a great way to take the show out of, and I think it was also again, they could have went the happy way out, but this was a great way.
Again, there had been consequence, and I do like the fact. But I feel like that final sequence with him back should have been like 5 minutes. Like, they needed more time. Yeah. But that being said, the basic structure they had, no problem. Yep. Like, the idea, like the whole A, B, C, D was fine. They just needed a little more time.
Again, that's why the first 6 episodes are the best, because they're very slowly paced. Yeah. And they very much delve into Jack's character. And Jack's character is so damaged and so broken that you can't help but feel for the guy. And to see him rebuild himself, not only in his appearance, but mentally, physically, every way, it's such a rush that when you finally see Samurai Jack come back, you're just so thrilled.
And I love the theme. Like that whole episode 10 where they how they bring back the opening theme is just awesome, because it's just like, okay, because they hinted like, is the theme coming back, and they use it in the best way possible. And also finally that final battle against Aku was just
the giant robot coming up like yank,
just beating it. He's just like, all right, that's it, I'm done.
I've had it, no more. All of you are just gonna die now.
And again, a lot of people die. Oh, and also then you have what's her name? Her journey to also like uncovering all the people who Samurai Jack has helped, and you have all these cameos from people. Like,
I honestly don't remember,
but it's just like it was great. Like like going back to like the funky samurai and like that whole deal,
or seeing the evil one that can control the warriors, like the one like Damonga.
Yeah, like that was just like. Damonga comes in like, I'm here for the strongest warrior, and she looks around and like, not here.
Never mind. Close the door. Yeah. But no, it was again a very touching series. It really struck me in the heartstrings, and it satisfied me with action, with plot, with storytelling. Few problems aside, it's still a series that I would always recommend to any other person, and it's going to be one that I am going to remember for a very, very long time.
Yes,
it's a series. It's like, for me, it's up there with Steins Gate in regards to its storytelling, and it's up there with like a show that Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, or it's for animated shows, or for me up there with like favorite shows of all time, like Game of Thrones.
This is up there in the quality of Breaking Bad. Like I will fight like anyone's like oh, this show's not as good. It's like storytelling beats for what it did, for what it was supposed to do. This show is up there for one of the best shows of all time. I mean,
let's be honest, work and meat don't go hand in hand.
One thing though, worst show of 2017, The Mist. Go fuck yourself, Mist. Holy God, if you want a train wreck of a show, go watch that. It's on Netflix.
If you want to pain yourself,
watch The Mist.
You want a good telling of the Mist, go watch the movie.
Yeah.
Because that is far better.
If you want a train wreck of a TV show,
go watch
The Mist.
Hey, how do we escape the Mist? I don't know. How fast does it move? Mile an hour.
Yeah. It's on the same level of hate for me as In any case, I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the next TV show review, which will probably be
January 2019.
Yeah, or it will most likely be something like Jessica Jones, or maybe Lost in Space, or a series of Unfortunate Events. A lot of Netflix stuff.
Oh, in regards to reviews, not
you
just
know, a lot of good quality, or Black Lightning, maybe.
Series.
We'll see. In case, Greyshot17151, and we'll see you next time.
Later, guys.
Hello everyone, and before I go, I want to give a special shout out to Joey, Ace, Lobo, Leo, Nick, and Tim. Thank you guys so much for your awesome support. You guys rock and help me do what I do. So thank you, and I'll see you guys next time.